expected. I didn't expect it to go that fast. Hold on. Didn't even get to put the mic in. So give me a second. We're working on it. Let's see. Hopefully we got some battery. This is all kind of leading up to the lesson. Let's see. All right. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Well, I'm live now. I am in a new place, different setting than where we usually go. Just found this place by chance. Um, Let me see. I gotta get a better angle. This started live without me really knowing what was going to happen. There's a golf course nearby and a bunch of people hiking, so we're going to get situated. Got a cigar here. I can see and hear you. Can't smell you though. That's all right. You don't want to. As you can tell by my hair, I haven't showered since last night. It was a late night, up to 1 in the morning. We were doing a bit of a memorial for my uncle who had passed away last Monday, which I don't believe I did a live last Monday. No, there was no live last Monday because my uncle passed away. Yeah, and that's why I made the post about it. Oh, thank you guys. So yeah, basically, last Monday I had planned out everything I was going to do. I was I was going to hit the live hard. We were going to do it on TikTok and YouTube. I was going to try the first day of streaming that night. I was going to do a bunch of things. I had plans that week. The house was fucked up. I had to clean it. There was a whole bunch of things I wanted to get done, and basically it didn't happen. And this week I was thrown off into like a whirlwind of adventure over a negative circumstance. But it goes to show you that the negative circumstances can lead to good things. Like I haven't talked to my cousins in a very long time. We don't really communicate the best, not for any bad reasons. It's just we don't see each other much. We're all on different life paths, um, and the passing of my uncle kind of brought all of us together. Yesterday we were out late at my other cousin's house and just having a good time telling stories about the family, remembering who's here and everything like that, planning a trip together, like all of us, like reconnecting, and another cousin getting married soon. So planning out the, what do you call it? Planning out the wedding and things like that. So it was a really good time, but it took a negative circumstance to bring us there. And things not going according to plan and things not going to your exact specifications of how you wanted something to unfold is a major lesson in life. Um, Today isn't a perfect example. You guys know I'm usually, and especially now that I've been telling you guys about it, I've been live on Mondays at noon. Well, I'm 20 minutes off, and 20 minutes to me at one point would have been life or death. Now, to me, it's not a big deal. I was listening to. let me light the cigar and go forward from there. Let me read the comments real quick. So anyway, uh, what's it called? Just had laid up the cigar right now, and still not lit all the way. But something that I was going to talk about was the story of Odysseus. Now, as you know, I have a lot long commutes to work and stuff. It's 2 hours a day plus a lot of downtime. I listen to audiobooks and things like that. Now I broke off the manifesting content a bit because it's like I you know, teaching the stuff. I know it, so not really a big deal. And like I wanted to explore some other stuff, the classics, right? Well, let's go on the point of Odysseus. The story of Odysseus. I'll give you a brief rundown. If you don't know the story, basically after the Battle of Troy, which we all know the movie. What's his name? Handsome man, Brad Pitt. He goes out there and they did the Trojan horse, all this stuff. They take Troy, right? The Battle of Troy and everything. Odysseus and his men are going back to Ithaca. Well, I guess they were out fighting for 10 years. His SP is waiting for him at home, and he had a kid and stuff like that. So his job is to get the men back home. And a negative omen, they get um, he's told that it's going to be rougher going there, and he took in that assumption that okay, the seas ahead are going to be rough. It's going to be a crazy battle and this and that. Well, he winds up going to like the island of the gods and stuff like that. He loses men to the Cyclops. Then they wind up somewhere else, and it's another delay in time. You know, they're they're sitting at they get stuck on one island and they're there for a year because he starts dating the goddess, but he misses his wife and stuff. It was almost like the SP journey. Like he winds up dating two goddesses. It's like, come on, like you still want to go back, but then he's got this assumption she's loyal and stuff like that, and he wants to see how his son turned out. So over the time, it takes him 10 years, and he loses all his men on the way back. And when he gets home, he finds only his dog is the only one loyal to him. A whole bunch of other guys are trying to get his wife. I haven't reached the end of the book yet, but I've read it years ago when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure that she had cheated on him, even though he had been out there doing his thing too. But the point of that story is he knew his vision, but it took him 20 years in total to get there. I'm not saying it's going to take you 20 years to manifest an SP or to make your dreams happen and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is he didn't mind. Like when he got stuck somewhere, he was just chilling. He's like, all right, there's a goddess here. I'm doing my thing. You know, my guys are having a good time. They're enjoying themselves here too. They're ready to roll out. You know what? Everybody wants to get home, but they wind up enjoying each island, even the shitty ones. They go to the first place with the Lotus people or whatever, and the dudes get high with them and stuff. So his guys are getting high with the locos, and then like they forget who they are and stuff, and they got to bring them back. But they were enjoying themselves there. They enjoyed themselves on Cersei's island, even though half of them got turned into pigs and then turned back, and like all the stuff that happens to Odysseus and his men. Each island, the lesson I took out of it, each island they enjoyed themselves. They had a time frame and a goal. They wanted to get back home, but they weren't stressing themselves out. And when things didn't go their way, they maintained a positive attitude, and that's the way to go through it. And granted, yeah, most of those guys get to their thing, but they enjoyed their life along the way, and that's the important part. This week thinking about mortality and stuff. My uncle was 50 years old, and seemed like an immortal guy when I was young, but at 50 years old, he passed away. None of us are invincible. We're all going to the same place. We're not in a hurry to get there, but we should be enjoying every little bit of life as we go there. Okay, you don't have your specific person now. You're stuck in a job you hate right now. You don't have the exact amount of money you want right now. All these negative things you could observe. How do you make the best out of that island that you're stranded on at the moment? And that's something that I've been thinking about a lot this week because it's a story I'm listening to with the life I've went through. I thought this was, you know, pretty good point to make. Oh. So, sorry, had to make sure that's all lit up. But I thought that story would be a really good point because there was a lot of times in my life, we all want to talk about the specific person journey. How many times was I stranded on an island trying to get this specific person and this relationship back? Did I have fun on those islands? Sometimes. Were other ones a nightmare? Yeah, they were. So whether it's one time that you lost your specific person, or many times, or you never met your specific person, and you're on the journey to this the mythical island that you're going to, you have to enjoy every step of the way, and that's what I had always tried to do. Even though sometimes I didn't think about it consciously, it's just kind of like I just went with the moment. Some islands, you're drinking and gambling and having a good time. Other times, you're on a complete lockdown, like strict no nut, like lifting every day, twice a day, doing your cardio, eating great meals, and leaning out and looking great. Other times, you're becoming a fat slob, but each time doing something that you're doing something on an island, and that island is what you have to enjoy. So there's my metaphor for that. And I enjoyed the island the best I could, and sometimes I didn't appreciate them enough. And life goes by fast. There's a lot of people in my life that I've been trying to reconnect with, and not because of they don't want to talk to me, just because I just don't find the time, or like I'm overwhelmed and inundated with so many people messaging me or running the channel, and then doing what do you call it? Doing my regular day job, going to the gym, focusing on those goals, trying to build stuff, looking into opening a gym, all these different things. Damn, you guys are talking to my armpit right now. My bad. But all these different things going on in my life, trying to find that balance. So, unfortunately, it took a negative circumstance to bring that balance in my family relationship life. And I was thinking about a couple friends I haven't talked to in a long time. Sometimes it takes People are like, oh, I'm waiting for this person to reach out to me. Well, if there's no negative story attached to it, nobody did anyone wrong. It's just you guys fell apart. Sometimes the phone does work two ways, and we expect, hey, well, you should message me first. Sometimes it's not a high self concept expecting someone else to message you first. Sometimes it's an ego. I don't want to be the one to reach out first because you should reach out to me. Why? If you both just kind of fell apart and stopped talking, I mean, I've reached out to a couple people I grew up with. Actually, a few more people that I grew up with reached out to me due to the passing of my uncle. It was like so some other friendships and people I almost didn't even remember reach out, and I was like, man, I got to reflect on those beautiful times and those islands I was on at the time. Life is a series of, as they would call it in World War II, island hopping. You know, in the Pacific, the United States, when they were going from island to island, they called it island hopping as they were looking to take Japan. So we were island hopping all throughout life. We're going from one island to another. When you're a kid, you hang out with this group of friends. You get to high school, it's a different group of friends. And then if you go to college or the trades, you wind up, me, I wound up isolated in the trades. Everyone was 20, 30 years older than me. Um, if there were women working with me there, it would have been a little bit different, you know, because of my type. But there was a time I was working at the gym. You go through all these little phases. It's like I'm 28 years old, but I'm on islands I've been on and either conquered or been scared off of is crazy. And think about how far you've come in life. How many islands have you conquered? How many ones have you ran away from? How many ones were just a nice quiet time to sit down and enjoy? Things don't always go according to plan. Sometimes the things they don't look right, but they could turn out better than you expected if you just have that faith and you enjoy the time that you're there. I've been listening to a lot of history lessons too. You know, at the beginning of the Revolutionary War, we all go through school and we learn about the Revolutionary War, especially if you're American. I know a lot of the audience is. You go through a lot of time like researching. You have to pass the Constitution test and everything when you're a kid. So when we're uh, when we're young and we're going through school and stuff, I mean, you hear the stories like, okay, there's Revolutionary War. We dumped the tea in the harbor, right? Dump the tea, say we aren't paying these taxes. George Washington gets a bunch of guys together, and then they go win the war, right? It's real simple. But honestly, it didn't really go that way. You know, I'm listening to all these history lessons now, and it's crazy because it was not this super fast thing. Like people turned against him because he wasn't winning at first. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to wind up on that journey. And sometimes I do believe if we don't take control of our destiny, we're kind of roped into something. Like he was already a good fighter, general, this and that. So they put him in charge, but he had his own guys looking to turn on him. They were trying to do mutinies and stuff like that. Other generals trying to take his place, trying to sabotage him to Congress and stuff like that. And he lost every battle. It was a retreat, a retreat, a retreat, until one point he gets a turning point in the war. And like every time he thought it's like, okay, for sure we got the guys this time. Boom, they got him at a Fort Greene and stuff like that. And his one of his advisors like, no, dude, I got this. And nope, overrun. And he was losing guys. They were getting captured. People were deserting. It was not this picture perfect thing we were taught in school. And neither is like, you know, you'll hear some people's specific person journey or, oh, I started a business and it was boom, 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 boom. There's not a lot of real stuff to it. Like that's what I try to pride myself in on this channel is I'll show you guys the real, hey, here's this negative thing that happened when everything looked great and like on the outside it's a glossy picture. No, here's all the fucking negative shit that happened. Um, what I loved about having Savish on here last 2 weeks ago was he's like, here's all the things in my life. It's like, okay, everything things start looking up. Boom, he got slapped down. This was happening. Oh, he lost his job. But then through that, if you enjoy that island you're on, if you find the positive, you always look for the silver lining, remembering you can't fuck this up. You are going to find a way out of that problem. Like he found a way out of the problem. He took his unemployment money and opened the gym with no business experience, with no like personal. Well, he was a personal trainer before that, but like never run anything in that capacity before. Boom, it happens. So I mean, look, even me, I almost like destiny drags me into this stuff. I didn't expect to be teaching this stuff. I thought I would always be a motivational speaker. I always believed in manifesting and stuff, and I was going to teach people. But I thought I'd be an old man by that point, and a lot of things would be accomplished. But it was the SP thing, and it's like, you know what? I'm not done yet. I'm not giving up yet. I have other things I want to accomplish. So for me, the island I'm on now is reconnecting, regathering, getting my group of people together that I love to stay together, help them with their goals. You know, one of the things I've always tried to do is if I knew somebody is doing something that's scary and we were close and you were there for me in a hard time or we've always been close to each other, I've got your back. Like a very good friend of mine, the pirate who comes on here sometimes. He's a professional wrestler, um, working his way up through the ranks. Great thing. Lessons I learned from that from being there to support him. it doesn't matter the size of the audience. It's what you do with the audience. Same thing with other other aspects of life. It's how you use it, not what it is, not the size of it. But the thing is, there would be people filming it and stuff on YouTube channel. YouTube channel doesn't have very many views. They he's got these there's that crowd right there. That special moment is just between you and that crowd, and that's what I love about the small channel too. Sometimes is it's just a special moment between us and like the lessons that we learn and talk about and things we've overcome and the stories we've seen. It's like okay, that's something that we've all experienced together, and it's like okay, whether it was a bigger audience or not. When I neglected that when I was running Flex Entertainment, it's like we need more viewers instead of just really appreciating the people we did have. So that was my problem there. But being on this island now is like regrouping and learning all that stuff, connecting with old friends, connecting with family, and realizing okay, together we're all going to move forward. Like I said, I was always at the Pirates wrestling matches. Um, when Race Car Randall, you guys had met him before when he was going through his SP journey. I was there with him before I even had an SP to manifest. We were together on everything. Like if I was doing something, he was motivating me. If he was doing something, we'd go back and forth. Whenever my brother was endeavoring on, so it's always people you're close with. You keep pushing them to do more, and it's like sometimes that falls off, and you get turned inwards. And life is an inward journey because how you feel inside is what's going to reflect on the outside. Well, but you know, sometimes it's about what you. The better feeling is what you do for others versus what you get from them, what you get from the world. Sometimes it's the good that you put back out there. And a lot of what I've been doing is like just trying to put more good out there versus that. Now I'm moving more into a philosophical thing than a manifestation, like chatting and stuff like that. But just some other lessons and observations. It's just when you feel lost in life, sometimes you're exactly where you need to be. As corny and cliche as that is, if you're lost and you know it's right where you need to be, and there's a lesson to be learned here, and you can observe something and everything's working out in your favor, start looking for how this is working out in your favor. What is there to learn? Start looking at taking a step away and looking at life. I'm in a forest right now. Look at my favorite thing that Greg Plitt used to say is like, you're so lost in the trees. Like I'm seeing these trees here, here, here. I don't know where I am. I'm lost in this forest. But if I go out to the parking lot, I could see the whole forest. Or I go up in a helicopter, I could look over the forest. You're looking at it from different angles, and then you see the person inside. You can navigate them out of it. So it's all about how you look at things. So if I'm sitting here and it's like, okay, how do I get out of here? Well, I take this tripod, put it all the way up, and climb up the tree a little bit and put it around. Oh, I'm looking outside now, and I could see. Here's the way out. Just changing the way you look at something. Anyway, I see I got some comments. Let's look at the comments, guys. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Mosquitoes everywhere. Josh, what's up? Glad you made it in, brother. Manifesting Mandrill. Manifesting in the forest sounds like a good vibe. That darn train is interrupting the manifesting session. Will Flex Entertainment ever make a return, or is that a thing of the past? That's a good question, Manifesting Mandrill. Hopefully the train is gone now. Yeah, I've never been in this park before, so I'm trying to get used to the area. Hopefully this is picked more of me and not the train. But Flex Entertainment, it will. There was something I always relied on was like, oh, I need this is another good lesson to make. Flex Entertainment serves as a great manifesting lesson as well. That was something I tried to muscle and force in life. You know, I wasn't visualizing it being successful. I was very fearful the entire time I was doing it. What if people roast me? What if people make fun of me? What if this fails? What if I can't make money at this? All these things I was doing, like I was putting life or death into every video, and then I was like, I wasn't happy with it. It had to be perfect. Instead of just having fun. Looking back now, where it's no longer pressure, you know, I have a good job. If I need extra money and I'm doing coaching and I get some sessions, I got extra money there. I could do little handyman jobs here and there and help people, not handy jobs, but handyman jobs. See, there's still Flex Entertainment's not dead; he lives within me. Uh, but looking at all these things, it's like, oh, the comedy wasn't about life or death. It was about fun. Everybody who does something for fun, like I do this channel for fun. That's why I'm not here all the time. If I'm feeling good, I'm doing it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah. Oh, no, you're good, brother. Thanks. I don't know. I've never been to this park before. I'm just, yeah. Go, go, go. No, you've thrown out this way? Oh, cool. I'll just move over here. No, you're good. Oh, okay. Oh, sounds good. Oh, no, you're good, bro. See, I don't know what this park is. It's oh, I guess that's what that's for. There's like these little chain things. They're like for frisbees or whatever. See, that's a fear I had too. I'm like, oh, I don't want to like run into people while I'm doing all this stuff. So anyway, I did see people throwing frisbee. That's interesting. I might want to do that. Anyway, manifesting manual. Throw me back on track. What am I doing? Oh yeah, will Flex Entertainment ever make a comeback? So the whole thing, it was like life or death. It's like, you know, if this is going to take off, I need this to take off. Um I need to make money with it instead of just doing it for fun. Looking back when it's not important now, and I look back and say, oh, you know, this is not really a big thing. Um, hey, please don't throw the thing. I'm gonna get out the way. See, something I always wanted to be kind of interesting. Let's see what this guy does. So it's almost like my other ones where I would, yeah, it's almost like my other lives where I would let them get their thing done. I'll return to the Flex Entertainment question. We're way off right now, but see, that's the thing. It's like when things feel off, or it's like it's not exactly how you planned it. I didn't plan any of that stuff right now, but it's all right because it adds to the depth and adds to the lesson. You know, you never know. It's like an adventure. I've never seen this frisbee thing before, but it looks pretty cool. But the lesson of Flex Entertainment that I learned, and I told someone this before, fear takes over. I said we can't make videos until we have a good quality production camera, and those are like $5,000. Okay, Race Car Randall comes into the picture. I met him around the time of starting Flex Entertainment. He's like, I'll help you with videos, I'll help you with editing, and then he tells me um, all these like things he could help me with, and then sells me a camera for 1,500. It was a $5,000 camera. Um, he goes through, tells me like everything I needed help with. Okay, Race Car Randall helped me with all the production stuff, but then it's like, oh, we need props and costumes. Okay, made a bunch of money um, from working my apprenticeship job, saved up all my money. Okay, bought all the props. Well, we don't have any scripts. Okay, then start making scripts. Okay, well you got the scripts, you got the money, you got the products, you got the cameras, you got everything you need, and well, what's the point? It's like you have everything that you need, and now you still can't do what you want to do, right? And I'll move us back to where we were. So if you have everything that you need and you still don't make any move, what is it? The answer was fear. So Flex Entertainment was largely fueled by my fear, like fear of I need to make money, and then you're making things you're not fully confident in, you don't enjoy. The whole point of doing comedy was I enjoyed it. It became more of a job, and I needed people to do it. From there, it moved into I need a cast. We need to do it like an actual professional sketch show. When every other person who was, see, we got a lot of things going on here. Like every other person who's making money online doing comedy skits and stuff, they were they were becoming successful by putting a filter on their face and doing one thing. I'm like, no, see, that's corny. I'm not doing that. I'm a professional, and acting and stuff like that. I had friends. Okay, they're getting jobs and making connections when they were doing acting. They were taking commercials. I'm like, I'm too good for commercials. Now, that was me using manifesting and stuff because I'm like, I'm too good for it. And I never had an interest in that. I only did things and projects I ever wanted to do, but I held myself back from a lot of projects I wanted to do out of fear because I need this, this, and this. And I'm a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist was the cop out for I'm afraid. So whenever there's anything, whether it's like, oh, I'm afraid to go talk to this girl at the bar. I'm afraid to attempt this new PR in the gym. I'm afraid to go after this dream. I'm afraid to do any of these things. Why are you afraid of it? What's the worst that could happen? The girl says no. Be careful on failing a PR so you don't tear a pec. But you're afraid of the PR. You're afraid of all these other things. You're afraid to go film in the forest. You're afraid to be out in public. Like, look at all these things that I mean, it's another it's another island. I'm afraid of things not being perfect. But Mystic Channel has taught me you don't have to be perfect to be successful. It's not the biggest channel out there, but I mean, I had a tripod on an angle thing and it's fallen, and you still have 3 people viewing, you know, and one day it will be 300 people viewing. Things don't have to be perfect to start. You just have to start, and eventually the perfect will come. Fear of failure. Fear of failure to succeed. Exactly, Josh. That's another one too. You're afraid of like that's me with Mystic, to be honest. Like when I said I was gonna have 1,000 subscribers in a year, and like I didn't want to have the channel first. I was just gonna make a few videos and stuff. You guys all know Story Inc. and everybody else keeping me on the channel and stuff. Before you know it, I'm pushing, pushing, pushing. Like, you know what? I'm making videos. I'm gonna have 1,000 subscribers before the 1 year is up, and I'm gonna be monetized. I get monetized at 800, which it was 1,000 was the requirement back then. They changed it. I remember messaging Tone from Goated, and he's like, "Dude, I thought about you." I'm like, "Oh, that's fucking crazy." So that happened. I had the 1,000. Then I started thinking, I'm like, what if I have more? Like, then I had like the religious people kind of hating on me and stuff like that, and it's like, oh, am I going to get more hate? Am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to help everyone? Am I a good coach? I started going through all these doubts. And then I was afraid of success. I was afraid of getting more viewers. I was afraid that I couldn't handle it. I was afraid of a lot of different things. So the fear of success is very real too, because you know that you can be good, but you purposely won't manifest something. You're afraid of manifesting it. But sometimes that fear is the best thing. I always talk about like the Reverend Ike thing. You have consequences. What's the fear of consequences? Um, what do you call it? What's the fear? Like the consequences that come with the thing that you manifest. You don't have to be afraid of them necessarily, but okay, you're in a relationship. Okay, if I'm in this relationship, what am I doing? Oh, uh, I now have to, go to family events and parties for that person. If they need me, I'm there. If they're sick, I'm there taking care of them. Whereas, oh, you're manifesting a specific person, and you're manifesting a specific person, and you don't know like anything about it. It's just like, oh, I just want this person I want. And then you get out of the want, then you get into the having, and you do all this affirmation stuff. One of the things that helps you get to it is like, oh, I feel, what do you call it? You feel like, what are the responsibilities of this relationship? You want a promotion at work. What are the responsibilities of the person who has that? Like I remember wanting the shift I have now, and I thought it would come to the form of another place, or in the last place I was at, and I was like picturing all my responsibilities there, but then I also wanted to do less work, and then I wind up. The only way that could have played out was me going somewhere else, and wound up in an easier place with less to do and the same shift I wanted, but it was what I felt, and it wound up coming to pass. But long way worked around between the frisbee and all the other. Flex Entertainment's not dead. It will make a comeback. Manifesting Mandrill. I'm looking into it now, and it's got to be a thing that I do um, on my own. I can't rely on other people, and it's not to talk shit on the other people, but it's like I can't rely on them and say, oh well, the channel's not taking off because they're there. Mystic's different because it's just me and you guys, one-on-one coaching. It's just there's nobody else here but me running the channel, so it's easier. And I know, and I've built up the confidence. Why I say manifest on momentum. Like, hey, this success may have been randomly given to you. You wound up washed up on an island that you didn't know how you got there, and you don't know why you're there. But hey, you're washed up on this island. I wound up on Mystic Island, right? We all wound up here at Mystic Island, and it's like, well, what are we here? What's the lesson to learn? For me, it was confidence in front of the camera, and I had the confidence from doing stand up and doing my other videos. But the love I received from you guys gave me built on top of the confidence that I just kind of like half-heartedly had making the videos and stuff like that. It wasn't full confidence, but I had some. I took the positivity and the love I received from you guys to build on that and say, no, people love this and want to see it. I've been having a hard time with Muscular Mystic because it's the same thing. Like if you guys want to check out Muscular Mystic, it's my other page. A little bit slower to post on it, and I feel more insecure, even though it's just an offshoot of this channel. I feel a little insecure on that because it's like, okay, you're mixing bodybuilding into it, and I know that I'm not like competition ready. I know everything I was vlogging. It's like I kind of fell off each one of those plans, and I do know that in the fitness community there is a lot of either there's somebody over there throwing shit at me, or the fucking squirrels are throwing shit at me. A little fucking apple fell out of the tree or something. But if it is somebody going to see Mystic whoop someone's ass on TV, anyway, you never know. Like, hey, look, this is like the Odysseus story, right? Maybe I'm here somewhere with the fucking possessed trees throwing shit at me. But talking about feeling insecure, filming stuff, right? But with other channels, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not on this. There's something in there. It's a Bigfoot. Bigfoot and Yeti. Strange park and strange island I washed up on. But yeah, like I said, felt insecure on that because even though it's an offshoot of this, there are still parts of me that are insecure about it. People tell me I look good and this and that, and I'm like, I don't see it because I will have an idea and a vision and how I want to look. I'm wigged the fuck out. Definitely not a person because it's scurrying. I'm a nature guy to an extent. Probably a gremlin. Anyway, yeah, I lost my point, but Josh brought up the point: fear of success. Yeah, obviously it's a fear of failure. Um, you don't want to. There's a fucking little squirrel or something. I'm overstimulated. Someone bring me back on track. Give me some questions. But Mystic Channel's not dead. Muscular Mystic's up and coming. I think I have more of a fear of success on a lot of stuff, but it's still a fear, still an irrational fear, still something you don't need. Um, there's no point to it. It's like, what? Why are you drawing negatives from something that's good? Which is, I feel like the guy on the the one news report where he's like, it's a bee. Does that a bee land on me? Oh, those are those Goombas with the things though. Anyway, I mean that's 30 minutes in, and I'm getting wigged out here in the forest with Bigfoot and Yeti and the trees throwing stuff at me. I got to find a new island. But you guys got any questions? Figuring now's a good time taking the questions. I've been trying to give you guys a short a day with Opus Clip is really helping me crush that. If you want coaching, email mysticmanifesting@gmail.com. Use the link, go book it on what's that, Calendarly, or go to my website, which is up and running now. If you want to book more than one session or whatever, work through some deals or whatever. If you don't need coaching, which you probably don't, go through all the you know all of the channel things. If you want to join the Discord, it's $7 a month, so feel free to join that. If you get a session, you get into the Discord for free. So give you guys a couple minutes, quicker one today, but I'm staying on point, staying on track. I'm looking to, and I haven't tried it yet. There's like a degree of fear in this too, because it's like you get in the car, you just want to go to the gym and stuff like that. But when I leave work Tuesday through Friday, I should be going live on TikTok, just at least to hang out and there's so much bad manifesting information on TikTok. I don't like it. I don't like what a lot of the people are promoting out there. It's way too woo woo and stuff like that. If woo woo works for you, then you do woo woo. But you know, we're out here. This is the average everyday man's and woman's manifesting channel. We're motherfucking Mystic Manifesting. Manifesting made simple. Mystic Manifesting. Just start running promos like that, right? I do got some videos to edit today, which will be on Muscular Mystic. I'll share them through the community page. I know a lot of you guys are not getting any like updates throughout the community stuff. Um, Let me know if you're not. I thought about this. Do we start a Facebook page for it? I don't know. Dan, what's up? You made it. Oh, so late. Well, you're not super late. I was 20 minutes late. Now we're 34 minutes in, 35 minutes in. We're wrapping up, but if you get a chance to go back and rewatch, I feel like we covered some great things today. If you got questions or comments or anything to stoke this, I mean, we got interrupted by people playing frisbee, which I guess is an actual game, not just throwing it to each other. No, you didn't miss it because I was 20 minutes late. Both of you guys made it here, but I don't want to go over all the points I did already. I mean, I could go over them, but you guys got to soak me into them. I don't think I could repeat them as good as I did the first time. But those were a couple thoughts I had on my mind, and the lesson of today is enjoy your life. Enjoy every little moment. Enjoy everything that you get stopped on. You think procrastination is related to fear or success? Fear. Yeah. Wait, you said fear of success or just fear or no fear of success? I think procrastination is both a fear of success and a fear of failure. I think procrastination is more of the fear of failure. Laziness and procrastination are side effects of fear. Realism is a side effect of fear. Um, Pessimism is a side effect of fear because I would rather be considered dumb and agree with everyone else's point than actually be, shown that I'm wrong. And that's the natural assumption of things. That's built into it's built into our ego. It is our ego, and that's built into our human genetics for survival reasons. Unless it's guaranteed to work, why does Hollywood not take any? Hollywood's dying. Why does it not take chances anymore? They know you remake Lilo and Stitch, you're gonna make money. Even if it's a fucking shit remake, you're gonna make money because it succeeded in the past. So you do what has succeeded in the past. Now it's a good thing sometimes, and hey, here's the manifesting technique that works for me. It's worked in the past. I'm gonna do it. Like we have a challenge going on in the Discord right now. If you guys want to go into Discord and we're doing this challenge, it's a money challenge this month. Breaking off the SP stuff a little bit. It's a mini manifestation, something we don't need, but hey, it's something fun to do. But you know what technique works. You help build the confidence on it, but you're more afraid of fear, I think, than success. Fear of success also at times I feel is like a coping mechanism to, it's like I know I'm going to be successful and I'm holding myself back because I'm afraid of success. I've done that before too. It's like I was more afraid of failure, but I was telling people I was afraid of success because it was a little. When you say fear of success, it's a little way of faking your um, what do you call it? Faking your confidence, which, go back to the Bible, and it tells you, let the weak man say I'm strong, which you should be, but you should start feeling strong. Not just say it, start doing things that make you feel strong. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the gym. It's going out and doing something different. Like I said, it's uncomfortable for me to come out in public and like film videos. It's uncomfortable for me while Bigfoot's over there throwing shit around. It's uncomfortable to like go back to making flex entertainment videos and doing comedy again, and even writing jokes become, you stay away from something long enough, it will become uncomfortable. So we want to be, we want to get, we want to get uncomfortable. Uncomfortability is where growth is. This this new, like I said, the training thing I was doing for the bodybuilding show with this coach and everything, it was uncomfortable for me. Moving to 5 meals a day, it was uncomfortable gaining all this weight to do this stuff, and now going to cutting it down, and it's like I don't fully agree with the plan. I feel like I'm off. I feel like I was doing better on my own, but I might lose some size. But now I'm moving to trusting my instinct. I hired a coach because I didn't trust my own instinct. That's why I always say, try this stuff before you hire me. Try this stuff before you hire or fire anybody else. Try it. Try the stuff I teach. Try the stuff everyone else teaches. But that's good. It's credible. The people that are credible. Another plan I have for this channel, off topic, but we're going to start listening to Neville again, the real Neville videos, because I'm seeing so many fucking motivational edits with this fucking AI Neville with shit he's never said, and it's driving me fucking bananas. So this is going to become the channel where like I'm going to get recording. I'm going to try to get my hands on a recording of like Neville's original stuff, post all those here, then do videos where we break it down. And I think over the next few weeks, that's going to be the balls to the wall project I'm working on. And I've got a video that I'm going to edit with me and Savish and probably some Tom Platt stuff. And then I'm going to work on another video with like Neville things and stuff like that, more positive things. Because I started saying I wanted to have a channel where it's all manifesting like motivational videos for the gym. There's channels doing it now, and it's because that thought was out there in the universe and somebody else snagged it before me. I was afraid to do it because I'm like, that one I said, oh, I know I'll be successful with this, but I'm gonna have a lot more eyes on me. So that is an actual fear of success. It's like, oh, I'm gonna have more eyes on me. Can I handle that? Well, that's a sign. It's a bell ringing that hey, time to raise the self concept. So if you do actually have a fear of success more than a fear of failure, it means that it's a call to get your self concept raised. And that's something I'm working on. Like that's my big goal this week is come home from the gym, sit down, and no matter how much I want to do it, don't want to do it, edit videos. Doesn't matter. Get the clips, put it on there, check the website, make videos for Mystic again. I am taking recommendations. Put a comment in any fucking video. I will see it. Join the Discord. If you're in the Discord, write down things you want to see. Topics like I could speak all day long. Someone just needs to give me a jumping off point, and I'll talk all day long. See, that's why I ask you guys, like, when I'm ready to wrap up, it's like, say something and I'll stay. So, like I said, use, and a big point was, I think I got broken off this one too, is momentum. Using momentum, you find a little success, or when you're always looking for the silver lining, the how it's working out in your favor, and you find it, and you take that motivation. It's like, okay, here's what I want to do. Throwing, throwing apples again. You find that thing that you want to do, and or what you want to achieve, and you see a little glimmer of success, or you find a way that you could spin it that it makes sense, that it could be a success story. You take that, you run with it. It's like, you're in no contact, now unblocked. Run with that as if everything is done already. You get a call back for a job, but you don't get hired there, and you're looking for a new job, and this job met all the requirements, and they don't call you back. Run with it as if you have it. There was a few opportunities where I thought I was going to have an even better job than I had at that other place, and then I wound up having the best one out of all the options now. And I was upset I didn't get those callbacks, but I treated it like, whew, I got it. And then every day I would walk into that other place, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done, and it came to pass. So you have to treat every little thing like it's the major success. It helps put you in that feeling. You find a penny on the ground, it's like you found $1,000 on the ground. And then the next time you find a nickel or a dime, boy, you just went 5 times, 10 times as much money that you had. So it's 5,000, 10,000. You find $1, you're a fucking millionaire. $5, $10. Oh, I found a 300 on the ground. You know, that was fucking crazy. I got this other money manifestation I'm working on now. I don't know how it's going to come. I think it would be through coaching, because that makes a logical sense. So I start feeling like, oh, I got all these coaching clients and stuff. But I might find the money that I'm trying to manifest from somewhere else, and then get the coaching clients on top of that, then receive some overtime at work, then get some bills cut, or things like, I mean, I'm going to save money when I don't use the coach anymore. So it's like, you're going to have, like, I already know the logical ways more money is going to come to me or be saved, and then the illogical way. But I use the logical ways to build up that momentum. It's like, well, I know I'm about to receive money back because I'm not paying for this certain service anymore. Oh, I know I'm going to cancel this subscription, so I'm going to receive money there. Oh, I know I got 2 overtime days coming up. So it's like, well, that's X amount of money. So it's like, okay, I took it as, okay, that money is more than the money I was manifesting for, but I don't want to count that one, but I feel like I've doubled, tripled whatever I was manifesting. So use momentum. And I feel like it's not talked about enough. And I feel like even myself, who's mentioned it a few times, it doesn't talk about it enough. Manifesting with momentum. Any kind of thing that can be used to make you feel good, anything that you could use as birds before land, like I, any signs that you can build into the world. We don't just need angel numbers. It's like, oh, like, my take on astrology and tarot cards and shit like that. It's like, oh, someone gave you a good reading, run with it. They gave you a bad reading, they're fake as fuck. Like, you are the observer. Whatever you give credit to will be real. This is why I talk to, like, when religious people say, like, devil be gone, devil be gone. It's like, you're giving power to the devil by acknowledging it. The best way to remove power from anything is to remove attention from it. The best way to feed what you want is to put attention on it, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. Like I said, think about the consequences of, like, oh, gotta go see the in-laws. Oh, I gotta go do these responsibilities at this job that pays more. It's like, you could treat it like a negative thing, or a drudging to what do you call it, like a drudging feeling of something you don't want to do. But it's like, hey, you're doing it because it insinuates that it's done, and it is something that you're going to have to accomplish, or go through with the thing that you want to accomplish. So you build what you see. You build the world that you want by assigning meaning to what you see. Remember, nothing has any meaning until you give it a meaning. Something that's good to you might be the worst thing in my world. Something that I hate would be something that you love. But we're all human beings. There are certain things that we agree on, which is like, crimes and stuff like that. Like, we all kind of agree that, like, those things are unanimously bad. That's built into us, like, inherently. I like a lightning bug. Oh, they want to crawl on me. Lightning bugs are everywhere this year. That's a good sign. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I just assigned it as a good sign. It means good things are coming, blessings are coming. What the fuck does lightning bugs have to do with any of that? It's something I assigned meaning to. Bugs are everywhere. I hate the bugs. I hate them. If you love the mummy, you know the reference. Anyway, unless you guys got anything to add to it, pretty wrapped up. That mummy quote's a pretty good way to wrap that up. Like I said, if you want coaching, you know how to contact me. If you want to join the Discord, The links are below. If you can't get it, email me. I'll get you in there. I'm posting on Instagram more, posting on all the TikToks more. Flex Entertainment, I got a couple ideas, but it will be a solo endeavor. So, um, again, not relying on every needing so many things. It's like you find so many things that you need this, need this, need this. It's all just excuses to push back the inevitable that you have to take an action there. It's like sometimes you're getting all these signs, but it might be you reaching out first to somebody. And if it feels like something that you can't get rid of, like I can't get rid of the feeling that I want to go back to Flex. Um, but there's a fear. Am I going to get canceled? Am I going to say something that people don't like? We're always going to say something. And I'll take a Jordan Peterson quote. You know, um, as I gotten older, it's like, I don't listen to him as much, but there was a lot of formative stuff that he said in my youth that I liked. And it was like, it has never been safe in history to speak your mind. It is not safe to speak your mind now, and it never will be, whether it's through comedy, whether it's through teaching, like look through the mystic stuff, like religious people don't like me. And then the far spiritual people don't like me because I bring it in the middle. Like I'm in the middle of the road here. There's gonna be two roads that hate me. If I'm doing comedy, it's like if I make a certain joke, people on the right are going to hate me. If I make a certain joke, people on the left are going to hate me. Even or if I'm doing nothing political, still one of those sides will hate me. If I'm doing something, and like I mean, it's built into my world. Oh, we got 20% battery, so we'll wrap it up quick. But I mean, it doesn't have to be whatever. But it's like if you're having fun, that's the whole point. Enjoy every island that you land on. Enjoy every moment that you live because you don't know when your last is going to be. We didn't know that my uncle was going to go at 50 years old. I didn't know that a lot of my friends and family that have passed on. I didn't know my mentor when I was 17, 18 years old. I didn't know he was going to pass at 43. Um, my inspirations, Greg Plitt and Rich Piana, I didn't know that they were going to pass at 37 and 49 or 47 or whatever he was. It's like, you don't know when your last moment is. So spending all your time pining over an SP, I'm using my dad's word, pining them. Oh, you're pining over this girl. It's like, or this guy, whatever. Like I wasn't pining over a guy, but I was pining over a girl. Right? Like, but if you're just going through all this stuff, it's like you can miss them, you can want them, you can desire them, but make sure you feel like you have them in that relationship, and then move on with your day. Get your mind right, get yourself square, get yourself level, enjoy the island you're on now. Whether it's a connection with the family, whether it's pursuing a dream and a goal. Like that's another thing I love about the Discord is I have the channel on there for our passions and our goals. Share your passions and your goals. Write them in the comments. Tell me about it. Tell me your success stories from there. Use that as a mini manifestation and refine your love about the stuff that always lit your heart and soul on fire versus just this one person. Because remember, all the times I was going through those breakups was before I even had Mystic. I was double down on Flex. When Lily made a joke the other day, she's like, "Oh, should we break up again so you can make more videos?" And she goes, "Because you used to go balls to the wall on your videos." And she goes, "Like you say balls to the wall." I'm like, "Yeah, the only reason I don't now is because I'm enjoying the island of laid back with the relationship, um, laid back with the relationship and stuff like that." And she's, um, I would have freaked out at one point of her saying a joke about that. It's like now you're calm down. It's like I'm enjoying the relationship part, but there's a certain thing brewing inside me. And when the time is right, when my intuition tells me to, I will capitalize on Flex again. Um, right now, it's like I know Mystic needs to be done. Right now, today, I know I need to go put those meals that are in my car bacon in the in the freezer, and I need to go put what else? I need to go clean up the condo, and then go chill by the pool for a bit, and write out some video ideas, write out some comedy skits, and enjoy my day off before I go back to work tomorrow. But like I said, that's my speech for today. If you guys got anything else, let me know. Give you another minute or so, and then we'll cut it at 50, and then I'll throw this thing up on Opus Clip and get them to clip it up for me. Finish off my walk too. All right, you guys know how to get a hold of me. I love you very much. We will be back next Monday. There's a very, very small chance that from the Cigar Lounge we'll be live on Wednesday with the meal prep buddy, Julian. You guys know him. Was Julius Caesar Meal Preps, now Proteina. If you need meals, I do believe he can go international now, but we'll find out on Wednesday, and I'll pass along that information. I think that people are coming with the frisbees again, but we got meal prep guy Julian of Proteina probably on Wednesday. Don't hold me to it, but it's possible. Thursday night, exclusive live, 8 p.m. Central Time with the Discord. Otherwise, I'm going to see you next Monday. Possibility, I'm playing with the idea, doing readings on Sunday. And we are going to move back to the Neville-based content and reviving Neville's message. And if you're in Discord, remember, I already forgot which Neville book we're reading, but we're going to discuss that. I'm going to power through that today, highlight some things I'm actually going to sit down and read. But we'll get that done on next, let's see, no, next Wednesday. So I see more people trying to come up here. So we'll get that done, or next Monday. So with that, guys, I love you very much, and we'll see you in the next video. At your command. Yes, that's what we're reading. So if you guys want to join us, read at your command. Join the Discord. Wednesday Discord, or Thursday Discord. We're going to discuss it, and that's part of our book club. So love you guys very much, and I will see you Monday.